What's going on, everyone? My name is Chris Warrens, and since 2017, I've been a full-time luxury watch dealer passionate about helping you navigate the world of high-end timepieces. Alongside that, I have a few other companies. I do some consulting, writing, speaking, some real estate, and I have a nonprofit in veteran services. But on this channel, it's all about watches. We want to be your go-to place for education, insights, and building a community of enthusiasts who share the same passion. P.S. I just wanted to shout out everyone who's been subscribing and commenting on the shows. It's pretty great. I've gotten to know some of you and I do appreciate it. I just wanted to express my gratitude for your support on this channel and all of the sharing of the content and knowledge that you're doing. If you find any value in this content, we'd love for you to hit the like button and subscribe, especially since 98% of you watching haven't yet. So with that said, let's dive into today's show. All right. Rolex SD43, the Sea-Dweller in 43mm 126600. So let's run this behemoth down. Being in the 126 family of Sea-Dwellers, which, as we know, is a dive watch, or maybe you didn't know, but it is a dive watch. This reference Sea-Dweller started production in 2017. It's important to point out the Sea-Dweller looks very similar to the inaugural model 1665, which came to market in 1971. It was produced prior, but it came to market in 1971. Rolex prefers to fine-tune its existing lineup rather than consistently churn out new models. So in this case, the SD is one of the best examples of that philosophy. I do really respect this about Rolex and their production. Rolex does get a lot of heat. They do kind of get crapped on. They do have a lot of love, but there is a lot of mixed reviews when it comes to Rolex. But one of the biggest things I respect about Rolex is they continually are trying to improve their already great product, in this case, for 54 years. So let's talk about some eye-opening things about the SD43. And I think most eye-opening is, like we said, it's a dive watch. The dive depth is 1,220 meters, which is 4,000 feet. This watch can go 4,000 feet below the water and be okay. Real talk, who dives that deep? That just sounds painful, honestly. It is powered by the Calibre 3235 movement with a 70-hour power reserve. One of my favorite aspects, because I'm not a diver and I just am a wearer and dealer, is the Folding Oysterlock safety clasp with the Rolex Glidelock extension and clasp system on the back. It's my favorite part because having an 8-inch wrist, my wrists swell in the summer, sometimes up to 8.5 inches. Hey, and maybe I lose a little bit of weight. Maybe I dip below 8 inches and I can tighten it up if needed. Outside of that, you do have a standard crystal and standard ceramic bezel, a screw down, triple lock, triple waterproofness system on the crown because she goes so deep. And then the market price on this model, this is one of those models in Rolex that you don't want to buy from the AD. Now, I'm not talking negatively about the AD. I'm just saying if you're an educated buyer, you don't want to buy it at MSRP because you're paying $13,350 plus tax, which could be close to 15 grand depending on what state you live in. Now, on the secondary market, you can find these brand new, dated today for less than 15 grand. For less than MSRP plus tax, which really isn't too bad. And it avoids the 80 games in their list for, up to several years to have to wait for a example that sells for less on the secondary market. On the secondary market, you pay less. It's brand new. It's the same thing. And it's on your wrist in, 24, maybe 48 hours. So what do I think of the SD43? Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 8.5 out of 10. Why? Well, it's a big piece. And like I said, having an 8-inch wrist, I can rock this. There's no question. I mean, the AP that I'm wearing is arguably bigger, but it's much lighter. These things are heavy. They're made for diving. It's not really my cup of tea. I don't want a big, thick, tall diver on my wrist, but it doesn't mean that it's not a good watch. It's just my perspective on what I prefer to wear or not wear. And for me, I'd rather wear a Submariner or a GMT, honestly. But if you really have a big wrist or want big wrist presence or dive, this thing's for you, especially if you want to dive to the bottom of the ocean. So let's close it out. If you're interested in picking up this SD43, we have it in stock. Or if you want to learn more about working with us to get your hands on timepieces, check out the links in the description below. Also, quick note, since I'm a veteran myself and we're proud to work with other veterans, we want you to know that we offer special pricing and give a discount as a token of our gratitude for your service. And before I go, I'd love to hear your feedback on what you think of this review. Let me know in the comments. I always enjoy hearing from you and respond to everyone, no matter your perspective. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps us know what content you guys like, which in turn we put out. It helps the channel grow. It helps educate you. And all in all, we all win. So thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Peace.